Want to be safe with your money? The wall that you put up to protect you also imprisons you. It's like when you have a bad experience with falling in love. You're like, I'm going to hold back. I'm never going to fall in love again. I'm never going to be friends with anybody. I'm never going to talk to anybody, And so you hold back. Well, if you're holding back, you may never get hurt, but you will always be hurting eternally because you will never experience love again. It's the same thing with money. If you're stingy with money, you hold back with money, you want to be safe, well, you're never going to be rich. You can't trust yourself with the little bit that you've got. Nobody else can trust you, and neither can God. There's no guarantees. I'm not going to guarantee you anything. My results are my results. My experiences are my experiences, but I'm telling you, this is the truth of my experiences. It's like this. There's no guarantee when you give money that you're going to get any money back. You won't get it from the same people, but there's no guarantees that you may get anything back. However, it's just like any risk and reward. Like when you go to Vegas, okay, let's say you put $100 into a slot machine. Number one, you know that it's gone. Number two, you know that it's just money and you can get it back. Maybe you put that $100 into that slot machine and you get no money out. You win nothing.
If you like this episode, please click like. It'll really help the channel out.
The confidence is in yourself. The reward is in the fact that you feel good for being able to give it. And the more risks that you take, then the more rewards that you will get. It's training your brain for wealth. When you give money, it is training your brain for wealth, whether it's charity or tips. It's saying, I can do this. And it shows yourself that you are worthy and capable of being able to create more wealth, more money, all the other wealth, not just financial wealth, but other wealth, mental, emotional, social, spiritual, and physical.
Beep, beep. Why should you buy from me? A gluten-free restaurant in each state across the United States for you. Expect excellence.
I was giving to charity ever since the Lord liberated me of my home, and I was staying hotel to hotel in Pennsylvania in 2014. But this past year, since I came to Ontario, and sometimes I've had to sleep outside or stay up all night in the diners because I could not afford rent. I could only afford that $400, and I told you about the RV. God told me to leave that RV. But since I came to Ontario, I held back. I was subtracting, and I wasn't giving as much to charity. I wasn't giving as many tips, and it made me feel bad about myself. But you know what? Those were the months that I didn't give the charity, the months that I did not give as many tips. Those were also the months that I struggled the most financially. And it kept getting worse and worse and worse for me financially. But I decided to think backwards. Instead of feeling something, instead of seeing something like a normal non-believer, oh, I don't see it in my bank account, so I can't give. No. I started giving more first. I started giving to charity again. I started giving more to charity. I started giving more tips. Do you think it's a coincidence? Since the past month, January of 2025, I gave the most tips, charity, gifts to people, financial gifts. Do you think it's a coincidence that this is the month that I also received the most? Here's just a few examples. This was a day that I had given somebody a couple dollars as a tip just because I wanted to give it to them because it made me feel good. It wasn't even someone that actually gave me a service. I didn't buy anything from them. It was somebody that worked at a store, but I just gave them a few dollars. Okay, now I'm walking down the street that same day. Some guy's like, he's smiling and everything, and then I look over and I'm like, do I know this guy? He's waving the $5 bill. And he's like, God bless you. I'm like, do I know you? He's like, I'm like, you just want to give me money. I was like, hell yeah. Thank you, Jesus. That's exactly what I said too. The next day, I gave someone else a few dollars. And it was early in the morning. And this guy stopped and he goes, Just the same thing. He didn't try to get me in the car, nothing. It was just like the other guy. He stopped. It was an older guy, and he stopped, and he had some money in his hand, and he goes, "Get you some breakfast." I said, "God bless you, sir. Thank you so much." It was $10. He gave me $10, right? And I had to do nothing. I was like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus." When people stop, especially men, they try to stop. They try to get me in the car. They want to talk to me, and they want a cheap date. Usually just a ride. They don't even give me money. They usually just try to give me a ride. I don't want a ride. If I want to ride, I get an Uber, right? Or take the bus. I was walking because I like to walk. I want to be free, baby. I had this powerful thought too. I was thinking that night. I was laying down. I was sleeping on a comfortable bench, and I was like, God, that would be so cool. I think that would be, just for the fun of it, wouldn't it be cool if the same guy actually stopped and gave me money in the morning? The next morning, the guy stopped and he rolls out the window, and I was like, "You again?" He started laughing. He's like, "Yeah, get you some breakfast."
I don't eat breakfast. I crush my competition for breakfast.
I was like, "Thank you, sir. God bless you." And then there were twice where people, again, thank you, Jesus. I didn't have to talk to them or nothing. People gave gift cards at the grocery store twice. 2 different people, but they gave it to the cashier to give to me. So thank you, Jesus. See, those are just a few. A lot of other things have happened too, but those are just a few examples of times this month in January where I've been giving more, and because I've been giving more, God has given me more money. Want to be safe with your money? The wall that you put up to protect you also imprisons you.
You're worth it. Subscribe.